Welcome to That's Camellia podcast. Hey, we're going to unpack some of those questions that you have. We're going to interview some guests and let's have a conversation. Come on, enjoy the show. All right, welcome back to That's Camellia podcast. We're continuing our conversation about men's mental health because this is the month of June and we're celebrating our men and their mental health. Strong minds, strong men. So, why men's mental health matters? Let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about it. So, with June being declared as June as Mental Health Awareness Month for our men, I want to shine a spotlight on something that's important, and that is their mental health. So let's face it. So men often do not get the same level of attention when it comes to mental health because our society tells them to be strong and silent. But guess what? Men have emotions too. Just like everyone else, they need support. So today I want to talk about and raise awareness for our men's mental health and talk about, have a conversation about why it matters. The challenges that our men face, they may need some help and they need a safe space to be able to communicate that. And we want to be able to provide a more supportive environment for them. Our men are just as susceptible to mental health conditions like anxiety, depression, substance abuse, just as women, that they can encounter the same things that we do. In fact, men die by suicide at a much higher rate. But the stigma around men talking about their mental health can prevent them from seeking help. They might feel embarrassed, ashamed, weak, or a sign of weakness. But here's the truth. Here's the thing. Men, I want you to prioritize your mental health because it is a sign of strength. It allows you to be the best version of yourself, for your family, for your wife, for your children, for your mom, your sisters. You become a better version of yourself when you prioritize your mental health. So let's just break down. We're still talking about this mental health. So let's just break down the stigma and start talking openly about our men and their mental health and provide a safe space so they can talk about it. A couple of challenges that I found sometimes I see that men face when we're talking about mental health is the social expectations. You know, our world, their culture that they live in, they might be considered a tough guy, some type of stereotype, or some smart guy who's tough and who doesn't get their feelings hurt, and they don't like to express their emotions because showing your emotions is a sign of weakness. Wrong. It's a sign of strength. And then it's a lack of support. Men right now don't have the same support. They don't have the same support network as women, as we do. It's coming. It's coming along. It is coming along. I see more and more men groups talking, more and more men openly sharing what's going on with them mentally. So that is really good. So let's just keep that momentum going. We don't want to make it hard for our men to talk about what's happening with them mentally. We want to make it a safe space where they can openly share without shame. One thing I have noticed is sometimes you don't even recognize when people are when people are having mental health issues. So depression and anxiety, they can manifest in men differently than they do for women. And it's probably harder to diagnose, I would think. So it's important to be aware of challenges that men may encounter in order for us to be more understanding and more supportive to them. I think that's our number one concern. Just like we want them to prioritize their mental health, we also want to prioritize their mental health as well. Because I know for a fact my man is important in my family, in my life. So to be and to create a more supportive environment for our men, some things that I was thinking about is normalizing the conversation. Talk openly about mental health. This not taboo. You openly talk about it. You encourage the men in your family to talk about and express what's going on with them. And listen without judgment. Let men know it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have a bad day. Listen without judgment. And then offer support and encouragement. Help them find resources and celebrate their progress. Whatever resource you need, help them find it and then celebrate when there was a win. Small wins, big wins, medium wins. You know your status quo, whatever it is, celebrate those moments. Because that's all we have are moments. And then lead by example. Now, if a man can openly share about their struggles and tell you about their mental health, lead by example. You share your struggles and what's going on with you. Most of the time, I've experienced women we don't have a problem with telling you about what's going on, our struggles and what's going on with us mentally. We're usually pretty open, but you do have some women who are have more guards up. So lead by example. If your man opens up to you, you in turn reciprocate that by opening up to them. Because, I think by working together, we can break down the stigma and create a world where men feel comfortable seeking help when they need it. And our men feel comfortable and safe talking to us without shame and without judgment. So if you're struggling, if there's any man out of the sound of my voice, if you're struggling with mental health, know that you're not alone. There are resources available to help you, and I'll have some links at the end of the show in the show notes that you can click on. I would ask you just to seek out someone to speak with, whether that's someone, your friend, your neighbor, your church friend, but have a conversation with someone. And I hope you have someone like that in your life. And if it's your wife, your sister, your mom, but an outlet to be able to express yourself. Because it's okay to ask for help. Our men deserve to be happy and healthy. And in order for them to take care of themselves, to have a strong mind, I think they need that support. And I think as women, we want to give them that support. So to all the men out there, we see you, we hear you, your mental health matters. Let's keep this conversation going. All right, that's all we have for today. Join me next time on That's Camellia podcast, where we're going to continue our conversations. Make it a great day.